Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nithyananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters, India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment. He is the 293rd Pontiff of the world's most ancient Hindu organization, Madurai Adinam.
Nithyanandaya swagatam, anandanubhavaswadam, sarvaroga nivarakam, vande papa vinashaktam. Nithyanandaya swagatam, nityamuktam nirvikalpam, dhyanaloka pradipakam, vande shantamayam bandham. Nithyanandaya swagatam, anandagandha sancharam, sarvopadhi vinirmuktam.
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् ज्ञानसम्बन्धाचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्.
Memory is what I call pain body. Here, with the right knowledge, only with your action, connection with it can create suffering or joy. With the wrong knowledge, only your response can create joy or pain. With imagination, only your supporting to imagination, only that can create joy or pain. With the sleep, your support to the sleep, your thought also, if it is done, only then you will have joy or pain. But with memory, you don't need to do anything. They are independent. Suddenly they will come up, they will occupy your whole inner space, put you in suffering. For no reason. You can't say, why did you come? They are uninvited guests. Memory is uninvited guest. Suddenly you will come and create so much of joy in your inner space and fill you with ecstasy. You can't ask, how did you come? Why did you come? Who invited you? No. Suddenly some memories will raise. You know you are in joy. You are in ecstasy. Why that memory came? Why so strongly it came? You can neither question nor understand. Suddenly you know the memory of Master is inside you. For last 10 minutes you are in ecstasy. You are in joy. Just soaked in his memory. Being in his presence. You can't say, why did this memory came? You can't ask your mind how this memory came. Same way, suddenly, memories which you don't want to cherish, some suffering will raise. You can't even ask, why did it come? And your whole day is gone. Your whole day is gone. Just one wrong memory, one wrong awakening. Your whole day will be in depression, low mood. Memory is such a powerful thing. It can come up by itself and put you in joy or suffering, put you in anguish or peace, put you in bliss or suffering. It can lead you to anything on its own, by its own right. It doesn't need cooperation from your side. Right knowledge, wrong knowledge, imagination and sleep needs cooperation from your body and mind. All the other four things, your body and mind needs to cooperate. But with imagination, with memory, you don't need to cooperate at all. It will just erupt and you don't know why it is there. You can't ask why it is there. You can't even question why did you come. But you are in suffering or joy. That is the power of memory. Memory means the ideas, thoughts, imaginations, visualizations collected, which is still alive inside your system. One important thing, if your memory is complete, it won't lead you to suffering, it will lead you to joy. But it is not complete. If your memory about your past, if it is complete, you will have knowledge about your future. Please understand. I am not giving you false promise. I am stating simple, straight truth. If your memory about past is clean and pure, complete, you will have a clear idea about your future. Because your future is nothing but the reproduction of the past in different dimension, that's all. Maybe some of the quantity will be different, but basic structure will be the reproduction of your past. The earlier you might have had one car in the past, in the future you may have few cars, but the future is going to be the reproduction of the past. But the big problem is we don't even have the right idea about our past. We remember our past only after editing. If you think your whole life is suffering, as we usually think, You will edit and connect only all the suffering incidents. And you will think your whole life past was suffering. That one idea is enough to feel, to imagine, to visualize, to think your whole life was suffering. The memory. It is not a right memory, it's a wrong memory. Same way, if you think your whole life is joy, again you will edit, cut, fix, paste and see your whole life as joy. You will connect all the joyful incidents, memory, and start seeing your whole life as joy. We never comprehend. We don't have the complete memory. We don't look at the past as it happened. We don't smell the past as it happened, as it is. If you have a simple, straight idea about the memory, past, a simple, straight, clear idea, you will have simple, straight, clear idea about the future. Your miscomprehension, your wrong idea about the past is responsible for the wrong idea about the future. If you think you are not able to plan your future, be very clear, you don't have a vision about your past. Any incident happened in the past adds some juice to your being, understanding to your being, awareness to your being, knowledge to your being, experience to your being. So if you are aware of all those memories, that knowledge, that essence which is added to your being will continue to guide you in the future. But when you forget those incidents, those memories, when memory loss happens, which is happening in all of us, that juice of that experience, knowledge of that experience, memory of that experience will not express itself in the future. So confusion. Understand, right knowledge, wrong knowledge, imagination, sleep and memory. These are the 5 modifications leads you to suffering or anguish. Suffering or anguish. So realize all these 5 can be either used or abused. Just this knowledge, this understanding that it can be used or abused, it can lead to joy or suffering is enough. That is enough. You will start using them rightly. Whenever all this 5 is leading you to suffering, you are abusing it. You are misusing it. Whenever it is leading you to joy, you are using it properly. So, whenever you are in suffering, understand, one of these 5 is misused by you. So, decide you will use that properly. Whenever you are in joy, understand, these 5, any one or all the 5 are used by you rightly.
Nitya Kriya, restoring Hatha Yoga to the world. A series of healing yogic processes revealed by Paramahamsa Nithyananda to care and cure for diseases and disorders. Practice Nitya Kriya and awaken your Kundalini energy. To find out more, visit www.nityananda.org/nitya-kriyas.
Whatever you experience as you, as world, as God, whatever you experience is memory. Jiva, Ishvara and Jagat. Jiva means what you remember as you. what you remember as you, what you experience as world, and what you experience as God. Please understand, what you experience God is not God. What you experience as God is not God. All these three are your memory. Then what is God? Where you don't experience these three things separately is God. So whatever you experience as Jiva or as Ishvara or as Jagat is memory. Sometime you remember which is not required. Sometime you don't remember which is required. So the Maya also is memory. Liberation also is memory. Liberation happens if you remember the right things and don't remember the wrong things. Maya means remembering the wrong things, forgetting the right things. The whole thing, your problem and your solution, your life, your death, everything is nothing but memory. Anything you experience other than the truth is memory. Any truth you experience in your life is because of memory. Anything you experience other than the truth is also because of memory. Anything you experience other than the truth is not only because of is memory. Anything you experience other than the truth is memory, because of memory. Any truth you experience in your life is because of memory, not is memory. We have 3-layer memories. Memory which is available directly on your table, means which you are handling every day. Handling every day. So the files are directly on your table. All you need, look, you will have it. Like how to eat. How to drive a car, if you know driving. How to swim, if you know swimming. How to walk, this kind of memories, which are on the table, directly available. Second level memory, which is from your bureau. Means if you look in, you will have it. Like your wife's name, family name, or from where you are. All those memories, which you may not use every day, at least for last 15 days. I can say this driving and all is that memory. Driving, swimming. Once you learn, it is there. If you look, you will have it. If you look for it, you will have it. It's not a big thing. You can say sometime the clothes you have, or the items, things you have, all these things. Not directly on the table, in the cupboard. You may have to think. Then you will be able to retrieve it. I can give you the example, some movies which you saw few months ago, and some stories you heard few months ago, some jokes you heard in your parties. It may not be directly available, but if you look, you will have it. That kind of memory, the second level memory. The third is in the archives. Which is in the archives, you will be able to retrieve only with some special powers, like a past birth memory. What you did at the age of 2, even in this Janma, what you did at the age of 2, you can't retrieve it just by looking or with this ordinary memory power. You may need a sharp logic which should be able to go through the incidents, which should be able to separate the incidents, which should be able to look in. So only then you will be able to penetrate, you will be able to look into those memories. If you take little risk, sharpen your logic, you can dig and find out. How I talk about my past life, sometime what happened in the very young age, this kind of things. And sometime rarely even you do get few incidents, get downloaded, or just few incidents comes to your inner space. So from Sanjita, it's from Sanjita. That is the third memories which has gone to the archives. Memories which are in the bureau, they are only called Agamya. They are only called Agamya, which is acquired in this birth. But it will be there as a load. The memories which are directly on your table is Prarabdha. That is Prarabdha, which you are living every day. Everything is memory. Even you recognizing me is because of memory. Otherwise you won't recognize. One good thing is you recognizing me and listening is because of memory. One bad thing is you recognizing me as you thought about me as yesterday is because of memory. You not letting me to be new is because of memory. I think you understand. Every moment I am new, but you are not letting me to be new. That is because of memory. Memory, right memory is Jivan Mukti. Understand? Right memory is Jivan Mukti. Constantly remembering the right thing which needs to be remembered. Who are you? The idea about you. If you can remember the right idea or right thing about you, you are living enlightenment. You are living enlightenment. So, practically, memory is you. Anything you know about you is memory. Memory is your guru. Memory is your maya, means illusion. Memory is responsible for your bondage. Memory is responsible for your liberation. Memory is your guru. I can say memory is your God. With wrong memory, you are in bondage. With right memory, you are liberated. Nothing else needs to be done. All you need to do is work on memory. Work on memory. I'll express few things, few ideas, how to work on memory. Understand? The archives memory, cupboard memory, table memory. Instead of using that Sanskrit words, these three will be right word, you see. Archives memory, cupboard memory, table memory. The big problem is, usually, you are too much emotionally connected to table memory. Actual truth is, what happened in your life cycle 10,000 years ago and what happened today morning is one and the same. The whole thing is equally recorded in your consciousness, in your conscious shaft, in your time shaft. But you have more emotional attachment to today morning's memory. Little less emotional attachment to few days before memory. And few years memory, before memory, you don't have that much of attachment. So your awareness, your attachment to the memories create bondage. Sometimes you get attached so strongly to a memory, even after years, you remember it vividly. Sometimes you don't get attached to some memory, even if it has happened half an hour before, you will forget. So, a rule of the memory is one, exemption of memory is another one. Whether it is rule or exemption, confusion or clarity, bondage or liberation, is all just because of memory. Memory is a memory when you remember it and it binds you. Memory is not a memory when you remember it, when it liberates you. Memory is not a memory by remembering which it liberates you. Memory is a memory by remembering which it binds you. Look in, the whole thing is nothing but memory. You just look, suddenly you will see so many, yes, I am nothing but a memory. When you have an idea about you, how you have your qualification, your profession, your life, your background, that's what you remember as you. That is nothing but memory. Even miracle powers can be taken away by somebody if he forgets it. Through three ways miracle powers can be achieved. One is by medicines. Another one is by mantra, means repetition, memory. Third one is through birth. You will inherit. So if you don't remember, you may not even have powers. Even extraordinary powers can be with you only if you remember. Then what about ordinary your education and all? It is just because you remember. Everything is memory. Whether your sadhana or your enlightenment, whatever you need to do is all related to memory. Memory is responsible for your suffering. Memory is responsible for your joy. Memory is responsible for what you are physically. Memory is responsible for what you are mentally. Memory is responsible for what you are emotionally. Memory is responsible for what you are. Everything is just memory. So, the moment you understand everything is your response to your memory, you can easily play with, because the whole thing now becomes independent from any other bondage. The moment you realize everything is because of your memory, now the whole responsibility is dependent on you. It's not on anybody else. Now it's all on your shoulders. You need a sharp awareness. Only then all my words can become experience. See, whenever I utter a word, immediately 4 or 5 memories will raise and acknowledge what I am saying is right. Then it will become experience. See, if I utter something, if no memories raise and acknowledge, it will be just a darka. If some wrong memories raise and say no, it is kudarka. If right 5-6 memories raises and says yes, 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 it is vichara. If almost all the day-to-day memories which you have, the table memory, says yes, it is vidarka. Memory of you, memory of Jagat, memory of Ishvara, all three are not you. So if you renounce your memory about me, you will experience me. The memory about me which you are carrying is the only hindrance not letting you experience me. First you have to drop the memory about world. Then you have to drop memory about you. Then you have to drop your memory about me. Sometime you first drop your memory about me. Then also again you will be caught in your memory about the world and your memory about you. Right memory which reminds you not to remember is God. The memory which reminds you not to remember is God. See, you understand this one statement, everything is memory. You see this as a light, is a light because of memory of the light. You are you because of the memory of you. So everything is just memory. Nothing is solid. Everything is memory. The Ananda Sabha which you saw yesterday and which you are seeing today is not same. Because already the degradation has happened. Rusting has happened. 24-hour rusting has happened. So it's not same. Your memory is only thing which binds or liberates. Same way, your neighbor is not the same guy whom you saw yesterday. Even though you think it's same, everything is memory. That is what Buddha calls anatta. Anatma. There is nothing. There is no soul. There is no center. There is no center. That truth is the center. Anatta is the atta. There is no soul, is soul. The basic law of nature is empty space will be filled. So the cosmic memory is in certain frequency. I can say 100. But your body, you possess this too much. You cling to it too much. The things which you are handling within this body becomes too much. You are in 1000 frequency. So this 100 can never get into this 1000. You are too much with you. So if you can reduce it to 99, immediately the cosmic memory will start, you will be able to download it. You can download. Let cosmic memory enter in you. You will be able to download. But you possess this too much. First thing, you have a strong memory. Without memory, you can't even breathe. It is not. It is not. You have a strong idea. For everything you need memory. Understand? The civilizations based on totality and civilizations based on perfection. The civilizations based on perfection, the Western civilizations, so much of importance for memory is given. The civilizations based on totality, for memory never importance was given. Spontaneity, being complete, being full, only for that importance is given. So being full, being total, see, actually one of the powerful and important method for being total is sleep totally. Sleep totally. Take head bath and lie down and sleep every night. In 10 days you will realize totality. Really, I am telling you. Night, cold water bath. Only thing your body should be ready. You should not have this asthma or wheezing and that kind of things. If you just have cold water shower night, by 12 o'clock have cold water shower and dry your hair, lie down. Totality based civilization, perfection based civilization. Perfection based civilization leads to neurosis on all psychological psychiatric problems. Stress, because you are only in this body. You have to hold. If you have to be a doctor, you have to have 1000 memory. If you have to be a bigger doctor, you have to have 2000 memory. If you have to have a bigger doctor, 3000 memory. But with the totality based civilization, if you have to be a doctor, less than 100 frequency. That does not mean you will not have 1000 memory. Understand, the whole thing is available. Whenever needed, gets downloaded. Lack of sleep makes you possess your body constantly. Lack of sleep makes you possess your body. Sex makes you possess your body. That is why when you are finished, immediately you relax from the body. It's practically possessing your whole body. That is why immediately you just want to let go of your body. You just want to let go. You drop your body. The lack of sleep makes you possess your body. You become too much into your body, suffocate you. You are suffocating you is the reason for cosmic memory is not getting downloaded into you. Stop suffocating you. Not bothering yourself to remember something. Please understand. Not bothering yourself to remember something. And even if you don't remember anything, it is okay. That assurance, if you are able to give it to you, that is what I call tapas, renunciation. With whatever you remember, let us work. I don't need to create any comfort, joy, luxury, infrastructure for me by forcing me to remember something. Is renunciation. I do not need to create anything for me, comfort, luxury, infrastructure, anything by forcing me to remember something. Hereby I declare I am not going to force myself to remember anything. I renounce all remembrance. Whatever I remember, I remember. Whatever I don't remember, don't remember. I liberate myself from the clutches of remembering need to be remembered, need to remember. So I am total, over. Any memory comes, you will see very clearly a small tickling sensation in your Swadhisthana. Then you are not remembering by force. Means the Swadhisthana will become so sweet and so soft, so stress-free. Understand? The Swadhisthana, actually that is the most sensitive part for touch. The Swadhisthana in all of you is so tight now. That is why any memory comes out of it, you don't know the memories are coming out. And when memories have become too much, only you know the stress. You are holding on to it. Tightness. But any memory comes out, if you feel that beautiful water spring is flowing, it is completely relaxed, completely free. Suddenly say, I will not remember. You will not remember your diseases, I tell you. You will not remember your diseases. You will have new body. You will have the whole thing new. Just declare, I am not interested in anything which I need to achieve by forcible remembrance. 100 frequency memory is enough to keep you alive and keep whatever comforts you needed. Suddenly you will see the totality will happen in you. The moment you are not interested in remembering, only the unnecessary memories will leave you. It's not that you will stop breathing. Actually, you won't stop breathing. All those prarabdha will be active. You understand? Prarabdha will be active. Agamya and sanchita will drop.
Putting all my trust in you, 'cause you know it's best for me to lead a blissful life, a life with no more strife. I can't believe the things I do, just to spend a little time with you. Nothing will compare. I know you will take care.
You're always showing us compassion. Your love is endless like an ocean. Nithyananda, Nithyananda. My life's become a meditation. If this is we had a deep connection. Nithyananda.
discrepancy between your desire and action, the discrepancy happening in the table memory is tiredness, is boredom. Too much is put on your table. Things which you want to dump into your archives, not only retrievable archives, unretrievable archives. There are millions of things which you just want to dump into that unretrievable archive, some ocean. Some ocean. But you are forced by the society to keep all that file on the table, not even in the cupboard, on the table. That is what I call stress. Understand? Either society should teach you how to make a huge table. How to make a huge table. Or it should accept you with a memory which you can handle with this table. All of you understand? Either making huge table or accepting you with the table which you have. If you look back, the amount of abusal you went through because you are forced to have the archives memory as a table memory. See, the torture which society does on you if you don't keep the archive memory as a table memory is more. So you decide to keep the archives memory as table memory. If not, the torture is going to be too much. The whole society is built on forcing more and more human beings to bring their archives memory to the table memory. Please understand, there are two kinds of civilization. The civilization which evolves based on the human beings. Man is the center. Man is the center. How much table memory he can handle, how much cupboard memory he can handle, how much archives memory he can handle. Based on that understanding, the civilizations which evolves, usually always these civilizations will be agriculture civilization, where you don't need to bring your archives memory to your table by force. Understand? I am explaining some of the basic things of the civilization. Man-based civilization and the other civilizations are productivity-based civilization. All productivity-based civilizations will be office-based culture. Majority of their people will be, from morning till night, they will be in offices. All man-based civilizations, majority of their people will be agriculture-based. There are only two kinds of civilization in the planet Earth. One man-based, other productivity-based. I am not against productivity-based civilization. All I am saying is, expand the table length. Civilizations based on man. Consciousness-based civilizations. Where you know your table memory. If you need to handle more, the method to extend your table, expand your table, are given more priority. Then naturally, you see, if the table becomes more, naturally you will handle more memory. That's different. But the whole thing, civilization is based on the person, human, not on the production. Please understand. Bringing archives memory to your table memory damages your nervous system terribly. It's almost like the pipe through which you can send only 10 liter water. You are trying to send million liter water. You are trying to send, 10 gallon water only can go through the pipe. You are trying to send million gallon water. What will happen? Constantly forcing yourself to remember the archives memory as a table memory, which you do not want, is the worst thing happened to human beings. Understand? The worst thing happened to humanity. The biggest gap, the biggest reason, I can say reason for the gap between you and enlightenment is too much of archives memory are forced to be a table memory. If you look back, you will see how that childlike innocence and the joy and excitement which was always in your muscles were taken out by the society. Ability to live in awareness without memory is enlightenment. Understand? Living with your table memory, not bringing your cupboard memory or the archives memory due to fear or greed into your table. Living with your table memory is living enlightenment. Please understand, almost all our depressions are nothing but nervous breakdowns. You just break down. You don't know what to do. Too much of memory is forced. Too much is in your plate. You are right when you say too much is in my plate. You should start saying now, too much is in my table. Too much is in my table. Decide. You will establish yourself in a space where there is no forced memory. You will function only with a table memory. You may think, no, then how will I be productive? How will I go and continue my doctor profession, lawyer profession, engineer profession? Don't bother. Dump all the forced memory and go through that balancing period, the transition period. You will see whatever you are hating as an archives memory will be your table memory, and you will be able to do the whole thing beautifully without being forced memory. Decide no more living with forced memory. No more living with forced memory. A person who decides and breaks away from the forced memory is a leader. I decided to break from the forced memory at the age of 12. From that time, I am a leader for my life. So decide no more forced memory. No more forced memory. No archive memory. No cupboard memory. No forced memories in my life. If I remember smoothly, I am there to do. If I am not remembering smoothly, forget about it. Who cares? Who cares? So enough of life with forced memory. Enough of life with a archives memory. Now decide, I am not going to live with forced memory. Understand, this very conscious decision is enough. The whole way in which you think, the whole way in which you function, the whole way in which your energy flows will become different. The whole way in which you allot your time and energy and intelligence and everything, the whole thing will become different. Now you know the life is liberation. Life is for freedom. Life is for consciousness. Life is for joy. Understand? Even if you live 1 month without forced memory, the healing happens to your nervous system is so beautiful, so powerful. The ecstasy happens to your nervous system will become creativity. Tireless civilization, tireless human being is enlightened civilization, an enlightened human being. Decide clearly, from today, from this moment, no more forced memory. No more forced memory. No more archives memory in my life. Whether it is related to relationships, I tell you, even in your relationships, all the disturbance, hurting points are forced memories only. Whether it is the relationships, or life, or profession, or spirituality, or health, or mental health, understand, all your mental health problems are forced memories. All your physical health problems are from forced engraved memories, forced engrams. So decide consciously, no more forced memory. No forced memory. No archives memory or cupboard memory. Just decide strongly. This very conscious decision can do the real process.
Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Offer your gratitude to the lotus feet of Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Pratyaksha Pada Puja is a rare opportunity in a lifetime to express your surrender and gratitude directly at the feet of the Master, daily at 7 a.m. Indian Standard Time. You can register for e-Pada Puja online and you can receive individual darshan and blessings after the puja. You can send your blessings request at ntv.nityananda.org or call 91-97422-03311. Make the best use of this rare opportunity to be in the space of the living enlightened Master.
Be very clear. I am straight away telling you, I am working on your muscles. Means whatever ideas I am uttering, I am recording into your muscles. So you don't have to consciously remember. Forget about it. You have a freedom. You have a freedom. Many times when you need, these memories will remind you, will come up. These ideas will come up. Because I am not talking to your brain. I am tired of your brains. I am talking to your muscle. Your muscles will have the process. Your muscles will go through the transformation. Your bones will feel it. Your body will feel it. When I say, I really mean. Your body. I am working with your body, with your bio-memory, prarabdha. Not even the word bio-memory has word memory. I am working with your biology. Straight on your biology, on your body. Freedom from the memories, not only freedom from memories, freedom from the memory that you don't have to remember memories. Over. Just be in the mood, you don't have to remember anything. I can say this is the ultimate liberation. Ultimate liberation. You don't have to remember anything. Consciously decide. You will not remember anything by force. You will just be physical. You will just be physical. So, all I want you to do is only these two things. Just be physical. Your body. Second thing, you don't need to remember anything. You are free not to remember anything. See, there are many things which you are doing by not remembering. Breathing. You don't remember every moment I am breathing. Let that happen. Anything which happens without any effort, let that happen. Anything which you need to do by effort and remembering, you don't have to do. Your whole life you have been struggling to remember so many things. Remember. And the whole fear of remembering the things. Such a big fear. So just forget, decide strongly, conscious, let your muscles decide. I am not going to remember anything. The more and more things you need to remember, the more and more fear to need to remember, that fear to need to remember leads to Kudarka and depression. That is why people who need to remember more things are Kudarka based. There are only two civilizations. Civilizations which is totality based. Civilizations perfection based. All perfection based civilizations are memory based. All totality based civilizations are consciousness based. When you are, see now as on now, the pressure you have to need to remember. So naturally you will have 1,000 thoughts per moment. The cosmos is in 100 thoughts per moment. Or 0 thoughts. Because you are carrying 1,000 thoughts, the cosmic archives can never get downloaded into you. Come down. Decide not to remember. Suddenly your TPS will come down. The cosmic memories can directly get downloaded into you. The whole secret is not having thousands of memories, deciding to forget everything. And suddenly you see, the cosmic archives gets downloaded into you. You are constantly new. Conscious decision by your muscles that I am not going to remember anything. Just be in that freedom. What great freedom it is. What great liberation it is. That I don't need to remember anything. God, I can say this is ultimate freedom. The engraved memories, if they are left alone, if you just let them be, without cleaning, without removing them, they slowly become like addiction. It's a very revealing truth. Let me read out once more. Complicated grief, long-term or complicated grief, activates neuron in the reward centers of the brain, possibly giving these memories addiction-like properties. Means you feel kind of a juicy, very comfortable with those memories. If they are not there, you feel something is not there, you are missing something. It's very dangerous. It is very dangerous to go with this matured physical body. When I say the word matured, means grown up, overgrown. Overgrown so that, overgrown so much, now it has its own independent intelligence to reproduce constantly. The extraordinary suffering caused by the samskaras, engrams, not only becomes a lifestyle, your brain starts believing that as the juice of the life. That is the worst engram, I can tell you. That's one of the worst engram. That's why I tell you, the moment you encourage pain body in you, means samskaras, they not only occupy you completely, they become so strong, they start reproducing. And that reproduction becomes almost like a very juicy. You start feeling that is the essence of life. That's the juicy part of life, most dangerous. People who feel suffering is the juicy part of life, for whom it has become addiction, they are only called rakshasas. They can't be without suffering. So, even if they don't know what to do, they go on hurting somebody, so that there can be some suffering for them. They can have something called juicy in their life. Don't allow matured pain body in you. The bio-memory is the place where all the samskaras are caught. Understand in this way, it's like ice cream where so many nuts are caught. If it is frozen, you cannot take those nuts out, very difficult. If it just melts, simply very easily you can take the nuts out. Same way, how they make this stone, or sorry, how they make these metal idols, metal statues. When they are being made, if some dust or small dirt, small piece of wood or all these things falls on it, or some small stone, all this, if it falls on it, once it is cool, the statue is made, you can't take that piece out. It is cut. But if you can melt it again, those dust or small stones can be taken out. Same way, the frozen biomemory holds all the engrams. All the engrams are caught in the frozen biomemories. But if that just melts with devotion, deep devotion, those engrams can be just like that, taken out and thrown away. That is the reason. When somebody melts with a deep devotion, I know the person will just walk out of the disease. All I need is just lending one hand and making that person walk out of the disease. The person melts in devotion. Even the technique to remove the engrams, they will do it sincerely. They know Master's words can lead us to enlightenment or health. But the problem is, when there is no basic connection, feeling connection, naturally, they will neither go through the process nor walk out of the disease. Even if they had a little bit of sincerity to go through the process, they will walk out of the disease. But unfortunately, if people don't have even that sincerity to go through the process, very difficult to walk out of the disease. Working on the samskaras, releasing the engraved memories, does so many miraculous healing, physically and mentally in you. That is what all these scientists and researchers and scholars again and again and again are proving. H-A-B-I-T. If you just remove H, a bit will be there. If you remove A, bit will be there. If you remove B, it will be there. Only when you remove the I, it will die. Habit is also from engraved memories only. And we all know about the physical habits, like drinking or smoking or coffee. We know all these habits. But we should know one more important thing about this habit. You have something called mental habits also. Morning 9:30, if you are habituated to fall into the low mood, the tension, stress of the office, even in the weekends, when you don't have to go to the office, exactly 9:30, you will have that same stress. You will have that same low mood. You will have that same feeling. You may remember again and again, tell your mind, no, today is a Saturday, I don't have to go to the office, relax. Even if you remember, even if you tell your mind again and again, the mood will be same, low mood. You have not only physical habits, mental habits also. Same way, if you are habituated to fall into the depression in the evenings, exactly when the time comes, whatever you do, you will have that same low mood. You will have that low mood. So it is good to work on your mind little bit to remove these engraved memories so that your decision making will be more clear. You will be more spontaneous. See, especially in the corporate field, many of you have to decide the unprecedented situations where less data is available. You have to decide. You need something more than your logic. And this space, your inner space, what I call intuition, will tremendously help you to make decisions for unprecedented situations and where you don't have enough data.
See, the problem is, this is such a subtle science. You need a loving ambience. For example, suddenly you remember your past life. Some comes and sits in front of you and starts investigating you, interrogating you. Even little you remember will be forgotten. Even little you remember will be forgotten, because this memory comes to you not like a vivid. It comes to you layer by layer. If you are able to open up first layer in a very relaxed, restful awareness way, the second layer opens up. Another one important thing you need to know, human being basically expresses more, remembers more, revives himself more, rejuvenates himself more if he is accepted. It's a basic psychology, understand? Enlightened beings will just radiate whether they are accepted or not. An enlightened master's presence itself so heavy, nobody can resist. So master just does what he needs to do. And he goes on and on and on. Another important thing we need to know. But a normal man will not be able to do this. When a normal man remembers his past, you need a loving ambience where he can open up layer by layer, step by step, inch by inch, being by being. So, first thing you need to find out is prarabdha. Means what is a major active engram in him. So all the memories related to that should be digged out. They will naturally prove 100% factual. Then after you prove the basic something 100% factual, then if you go on talking to them, they will open layer by layer, inch by inch, because they will have the confidence, understand, the confidence suddenly opens up the whole thing.
Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore, 562109. Contact 097422033311. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.